Okay.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what's up? This is Tony Barker here, co-founder of Barker and Gray Inc. with the wisdom, the wise, the thoughtful queen, Abanata Kamara. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
That's what's up. So, both of us are Cooley students, two L's to be exact. And like I said, this is the wise. Trust me, really wise. I call it a false claimer, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
There you go.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So, how was your term going so far?
My term is going good. I think as law students, we get in the mindset and in the midst of so many things. We're so busy. We're so congested with a lot of work, studying, midterms, finals, work, internships, externships. But I think I've learned to calm down a little bit, but also just remember why I'm here, remember who I am,
That's what's up.
take the time for myself. So I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay.
God is my foundation in everything, and without Him, I am nothing, and I have nothing.
Okay,
So
I like that.
I
I
have
like that.
to always remember that that's my peace and my strength, and you never get too busy for God. And I feel like sometimes I do that, and when we get back to it, everything is fine.
I like that. So, with your type of spirituality, how do you focus that? Like, do you focus on a specific task or a goal in life?
So I think something that I do every day, like when I wake up, after I pray, when I remember to pray, it's very seldom will I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've gotten a lot better at it, but I listen to gospel.
Okay.
I think sometimes we may listen to trap or reggae or
Yeah, facts.
that bumping it is not a problem.
Okay, Afrobeat.
But I know for me, the first thing you put into yourself, I feel like is how your day is going to reflect.
Okay.
So the first thing I put in me is a word of God, and that's through music.
Okay.
So that's how my day is gonna be.
Got it. So you don't say any form of like mantra or proverb. It's just the music that gets you going.
Music gets me going. I have a Bible app, KJV, and at 8
Yo,
o'clock.
I use that.
Yes, at 8 o'clock in the morning on the
It's
dot.
8
It
o'clock.
drops. And I be running it. I be like, ooh, come on, okay, let's get it.
That's crazy. It's in your clothes, doesn't it? Or
Yeah, so.
That's
Yeah.
dope. So, like, man, because I know all of us are in law school. All of us. I think the biggest question a lot of people ask is what is your focus? So you may have the focus, you may not. But like, what is yours? What do you see yourself? What field you see yourself going into?
I see myself I'm going to be great and I'm going to be excellent. That's first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I've been heavily looking into insurance law, but I'm still highly interested in immigration law, corporate law, as well as criminal defense. I know that's all over the place,
Yeah.
but I think that I love learning the law, and I try to take in as much as I can so that when I do get to maybe next semester or my 3L year,
Mm-hmm.
I'll know definitively what I want to go into, and by that time, I already have like a strong foundation in the law, so it doesn't matter where I go.
Got it.
Honestly,
I like that, and I know you said immigration, and I know you're from Sierra Leone, so
yes, I am.
that's pretty good. So how does like your Sierra Leonean culture resonates with like your American culture? Because how do you utilize those two cultures to focus in law school?
Okay, so I come from a certain situation. So I was born in Massachusetts. I moved to Africa, came back. I went to undergrad at Temple University. Shout out to TU. And don't be a hater. And I worked there for 3 years after undergrad, and I came to law school. There's a situation in Sierra Leone that so I knew I was going to be an attorney from the time I was 6 years old.
Oh wow.
And I think that bridging the gap and coming to America, I have that education, and I have more freedom to do certain things, but it's also I have more resources.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get that, I would be able to go back to my homeland and contribute.
Yeah.
And it's not just about going back, because there are things that I do now. I do have a sister that has worked for the government in Sierra
Yeah.
Leone. She currently lives there as well. There's a lot of things that I've done. Like I know we had like a mudslide incident that happened about 2 to 3 years ago, and we were able to put together. I wasn't in undergrad. I wasn't in anything. I was just working. I was in certain organizations, but I made sure that it was my due diligence and responsibility to get like a barrel, put certain
Yeah.
things in it and ship it, you know what I
That's
mean? Because
good.
people don't
You felt that.
I think that sometimes, even like looking at money, it's not always good to just put money in people's hands. You don't know where that money is going to.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Unless you have a lot of trust in that person. I really want to build a dance school in Sierra Leone because I dance like hip hop, jazz, ballet. I went to a performing arts school, so I would implement that. And I know I'm also at Cooley Law School, the vice president for the African Law Student Association. And we had also week last semester where the first day we talked about financial literacy with Professor Kevin Scott.
Mhm.
The second day we did a multiple choice workshop with Professor Buttrey and Professor Horvath, and that went into giving like strategies and tricks to tackle on multiple choice.
Mhm.
And then on the last day we had a dance workshop that I was able to lead, and a lot of people came out, and I think as law students sometimes you need that freedom to just distress
Yeah.
yourself. So it was an African inspired / Caribbean inspired / American inspired workshop. So everybody was able to keep up.
That's what's up. So,
I was like,
Oh,
ooh,
they
guys,
said
y'all better go ahead
they
and
allowed-
get
they
on
work.
work, you know what I mean?
yeah, okay,
It was
okay.
really good, so.
It's like you're really involved within like the
yeah.
community and
Mhm.
just your academics a lot. So
Right.
that's pretty dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
so,
What like what kind of wise words do you have for people? Like just to keep going because it seems like you're very focused and your spirituality kind
mhm.
of it allows for you to have that type of focus and mentality to continue on.
Okay, so you want words of wisdom as it pertains to
Just
me as a law student and in general,
I would
as
say
a
it's
person?
like words of wisdom that you feel like, or proverbs, something that stands with you that you can tell someone else. You know, like your own form of mantra, something that you live by.
I think something I live by, I think everybody sees this. This can go into any profession, whether you're a janitor, whether you're a secretary, whether you're an attorney, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a firefighter, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a mother, a father, a brother or sister, a cousin, an uncle and auntie. You tell people how they should treat you. I think that I stand for strength and confidence, but everything I do, it's so interesting because a lot of the things I do has nothing to do with me,
Mhm.
you know? So I feel like being in law school, it may have like, let's say 40%. That other 60% is for the people that are gonna need me one day to know what rights you have, know how I can go about using the law to implement justice.
Yeah.
So I feel like you show people who you are, but you also show people how they should treat you. And also everything that you're doing, know that your purpose and your talents can never go unnoticed. And yeah, be the greatest you could be. I
Okay.
think we try to be other people, or this is what they expect, or
Yeah.
this person has this, and be so good that people are attracted to you. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
I get
So
you saying. Like put that,
that's what.
allow for yourself, allow for your own energy to affect other
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
Don't try to
Yeah.
imitate. I like how you said that because I was listening to this quote. I mean, I was like this little interview that Nipsey Hussle was doing, and he said he learned at an early age, like don't allow for others, I guess, to put themselves on you.
Absolutely.
Like their dealt is their dealt, but
Mhm.
sometimes we may take it upon ourselves. You know, I
Mhm.
can't do this because this is what they're expecting of me.
And I think there's always a contrary, right? So always be you, but understand that being you helps somebody else because you never know who's watching you.
Mhm.
So it's always a mindset of what am I doing for me? That may seem like it's selfish, but honestly, that selfishness is not for you. It's potentially to help other people
Mhm.
as you're going along.
Yeah.
You know, because they said it takes one person to do one thing. What did it, Einstein? It took him how many times?
Yeah, it took him a
And then
long
that
time.
last time, imagine if somebody says stop, like you're whack, you're trash, you're not gonna make it, like
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
working, and that last time you do something is when something
agree with
evolves out of it, you know what I mean? So honestly, do what you do, love what you do, I would say, and I think me, law school does get hard, there's a lot of things to do, but I think in the back of my mind, I love learning the law, I love dissecting it and seeing how I can utilize it, whether you're on defense, whether you're on plaintiff, either side. So love what you do. Know why you're here. Know the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing, and honestly, like, give it to God.
That's good.
So that's
I
how
like
I
that.
feel.
So we're gonna end on that note. You know, I thank you guys for watching. This is the beautiful, wise, the queen, Aminata Kamara.
Thank you.
She's representing. So just be on the lookout. This is Tony Barker ending. Peace.
Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that too.
No problem.
You ended at the right time. You had. You took. I'm gonna edit everything and send it to you, and you just check it out before I put it up.
Okay.
That's cool. Oh, I was about to say, ooh.